Peter took 5 tests. The average of 4 of the tests is 84. What score did he get on his 5th test if the average of the 5 tests is 80? So for these types of average questions, let's use an acronym, TAN, where T is the total, or the sum of all the values. A will be the average value, and N is the number of things you are averaging, or the number of things being averaged. How this works is the total, or the sum, is equal to the average times the number of things that are being averaged. So we can make a nice chart to kind of organize all our numbers. If we take a look at what's given, the average of 4 tests is 84. So in this case, N would be 4. The average of those 4 tests would be 84. And if we multiplied these, this T value would give us the total number of points Peter accumulated over all 4 of those tests. So 84 times 4 would be 336. So again, 336 represents the total number of points he got after taking 4 of the first exams. Next it said, what score did he get on his 5th test if the average of the 5 tests is 80? So now we have a new number and a new average. And again, if we multiply 80 times 5, this number will represent the total number of points he accumulated over all 5 exams. In this case, that'd be 400. So the question is asking, what score did he get on his 5th test? So here, 400 is the total number of points he got over all 5 exams. Here, 336 is the total number of points he got over the first 4 exams. So if we were to subtract these two numbers, which would be 64, 64 would be the total number of points he got on the last exam. So 64 would be our answer. Now, just as a quick aside, let's say the question read, Peter took 9 tests total. And then let's say the rest is more or less the same. The average of the first 4 tests he took is 84. So again, if we set up the TAN table, we have the first 4 tests, which would be 4. Average would be 84. And so we'd have the same total, 336. Next, what if it said on the next 5 exams he averaged 80? So again, average would be 80. In this case, the number would be 5. And he would have accumulated 400 points total. The final question would ask something like, what would his average be? So what would the average be over all 9 exams? In this case, notice the difference between the wording of the question I'm giving you and the one that's written here. In this case, we're given the total number of exams that he took and a part or a subtotal of all the exams that he took. In this case, you're given a subtotal or a part of the total exams that he took, and then another subtotal or another part of the total exams that he took. And then you're asked to find the average of all the exams. In this case, we're going to add. So 4 plus 5 equals 9 times a certain average is equal to 336 plus 400, which is equal to 736. And this 736 represents the total points accumulated over all 9 exams. So to figure out the average, we do 736 divided by 9, and that would be roughly 82 or 81.8, which would be our average. So hopefully you guys can see the difference. Just be careful whether the question gives you a total and then a part, or 2 parts, and requiring you to figure out what the total is. So if they give you a total and a part, you're going to subtract to get the other part. And if they give you a part and another part, you guys are going to add to find the total. Either way, you should be using this t equals a times n chart, where the total is equal to the average times the number of things being averaged.